All right, we're going live here, folks. Got a little public service announcement. It's kind of funny to me because of how absolutely horrible this whole situation is, but I'm not actually laughing about this. But I'll give the camera to old Ashton. Got the crew here with me, just so we can have multiple opinions. Here we go, folks. So I don't know if you saw the pictures I posted of my custom rod that I had made from Junie's Custom Fishing Rods by Mike Salo. I didn't want to drop names. I didn't want to slander anyone's business. I did not want it to come to this point, but a lot of money was spent and I got absolute dog shit. So here it goes, folks. Let's just start off. This is my bait caster. This was a $180 rod, folks. $180. I could have got a Dobbins. I could have got a nice 13 fishing rod, and this is what I'm stuck with because I decided to support a small business, decided to put my trust in somebody to make a high quality, high priced custom rod for me. And I didn't do enough research, and now I just got in contact with him. He does not want to refund any money. He says you'll fix the eyelets, and that's it. Which that is far from what's all wrong with this. So let's just get into it. Here, I don't know if you can tell how cockeyed this cork handle is. It's flush over here, and then it's 100% cockeyed on this side. All right. The paint is bubbled up everywhere, and now we had a conversation about him painting this, and he said he wasn't sure if the paint would stick because he hasn't painted very many rods. And I told him if he thought it would stick, to do it. If you don't think it'll stick, then just don't bother doing it. Well, obviously the paint's not sticking. It's bubbled up everywhere. Terrible. If you can see that, like look at that. Bubbled up everywhere. So even if the paint stuck and didn't fall off, it still is bubbling. It looks like a toddler painted it. So yeah, that's wrong with it. The ties look nice. That's the only thing I like about it. Check this out. Here's the MHX label here, folks. He creased the label putting it on and just decided to clear coat over that, left it crooked and creased. Could have just printed out a new one, got a new one. Nope, decided not to. Great idea, Junie. This is crooked, this label. This is the custom label I had him do with my YouTube channel name. He cut off the G and the bottom of the V, so it says life is ood to dav. Yes, that's what you get for spending that amount of money, folks. No refunds, no help. He will not honor his work. I had to scribble in the letters with a Sharpie just so I wasn't that pissed off. All right, now if you could look down this, now this you're probably not going to be able to see, but the last 3 or 4 eyelets are all crooked. The rest of them are somewhat straight, if you want to call it that, but the last few are just terribly cockeyed. Let's see, what else do we got wrong here, folks? Is that almost it with this one? I'm sure I'm forgetting stuff just on this rod. You can the whole thing. It's paint's coming off. It's rough. It was painted with a I don't know, a toothbrush or something. But yeah, that's a $180 rod, folks, and this is what I get. Now let's go to the ice fishing rods. Let's go to the ice fishing rods, folks. You want to see this? So you see these wraps here. This is what my wraps are supposed to look like. It's tiger thread. Now this is the ice rod that he did for me, and this was done before the bait caster. These are supposed to have tiger wraps as well. It is straight black. He says he forgot to put the color preserver on it, so the silver disappeared. He tried to give this to me and pass it off and not say anything about the color not being right. I had to message him, and he did end up making me a new rod, but I'll show you that in a second too. Now, if you look at it this way, you can see how cockeyed my reel is compared to my eye. Oh my God. Look at this in the camera. You should not be able to see my eyelets right now, folks. It should be straight with the reel. The reel seat on here is fixed. It's glued in. That doesn't move. It's not like banded. You can't adjust it. So that's what I'm stuck with. So he did make me a new ice fishing rod. He got the ties correct, which you can't really tell, but they are better. They look tiger thread like. But look at that. Still cockeyed from the eyelets. And look at the handles. I don't know which way this is supposed to go, but the handles are different. The tip on this one is different than this one. I don't exactly know what's going on here. The paint is shit. The glue job is horrible. You can see the glue and the cork seams all around. And these were not cheap either as well, folks. Yeah, there's glue all up on the plastic, and you can see the glue coming out. Terrible job. So, I almost chalked it up as kind of a life lesson, live and you learn. I didn't do my research. I should have looked into it more, and I thought about just eating that big loss of money that I spent. But then today I decided, I'm going to message him. Or actually, I messaged him 2 or 3 days ago, but he finally messaged me back today. And he says that I'm lying, that it's all my fault. I shouldn't have had him paint it because he said it wouldn't stick in the first place. When I told him, if it's not going to stick, just don't paint it at all. Don't bother with it. Not a big deal. He says that he's never had problems like this. He says if I wanted him to fix the eyelets, he will, but he won't fix anything else, which the eyelets are the least of my problems. These rods are absolute garbage, folks. Absolute garbage. And I paid premium price, so I'm not too happy. Yeah, he basically told me I'm a liar, that I'm just trying to get money out of him, that I'm trying to get this and that. Well, that's not what I want at all. Now I'm just going to make damn sure he never sells another rod again and never rips somebody off of this amount of money. I don't have a lot of money, folks. I like to fish, and I need this equipment bad, and all of it is junk. I didn't use these ice rods at all this winter. I caught a few yellow bass with them at Clear Lake, but if you really need some sensitivity or a good rod, these are not anything near that. So, yeah, all junk. All absolute garbage. What do you guys think? These are my buddies. I fish with them every day. Ashton owns G Loomis, GLXs. We all have high quality, expensive stuff. We know what good stuff is, and we know what getting ripped off is. And what do you think?
Yeah, to do 3 out of 3 rods the way he did was pretty, I don't know. If I looked at him, if I was a rod maker, I'd look at him. I'd say no.
How would you put that out to a customer?
Because you can hold. I don't know. You can hold the one rod and it is completely
way cocker.
The second ice rod, it's crazy. I don't know. It blows me away. It's not very cool.
Not especially the fishing community. It's usually a tight-knit group of people. You try to help people out, try to do good work, and this is it's not that at all. Sorry, Junie. Sorry, Mike, for saying this about your fishing company, but I'm not going to get screwed over. I'm not a pushover. You thought you could mess me around and give me a shit product and charge me outrageous prices, which if it was what it was supposed to be, I wouldn't mind paying what I did, but I'm just absolutely dumbfounded by what I received. And yeah, so that's about my little story for the day, folks. Research who's making your rods. Don't pull the trigger until you know damn well what you're getting, because I got screwed and I don't want you to get screwed as well. So take it easy, folks. Have a good one. Peace.